Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It's a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday, the 15th of October, 2022. It's 81 degrees Fahrenheit out there, 27 degrees Celsius. And the month is halfway over already. So, I am on my way to the daughter's house. They're down at Bike Week. The person they had arranged to watch the boys this evening had a personal emergency, so had to change of plans. I got a last minute call. So ain't nothing but a thing. It's not like I had massive plans for today. Anyhow, so yeah, heading over there tonight. I'll be headed home tomorrow evening, I guess. We're headed to my son's house, depending on what time the daughter and her hubby get home. So, whoops. Man, I hate the way this landscape company parks. Can't see around them. Somebody's gonna get wrecked there one day. How's that camera sitting? Okay, I suppose. Anyway. Ain't nothing but a thing. So I didn't do a vlog yesterday. For various reasons. Not the least of which was setting up for cooking videos can take a while. Had a comment along those lines on one of those videos earlier today. And I mean, it's not a whole lot different than setting up to do a cookout or anything else. And I enjoy, cooking outside. Plus, there's the fact that, like, I've said this before. My kitchen is a mess, so I don't want to cook in my kitchen. Well, I cook in my kitchen. I don't want to video me cooking in my kitchen. There's just too much clutter. Just from moving stuff around and whatnot. So anyway, it does take extra time to set things up. Yeah, I'm not yielding. It does take extra time to set things up, but I think in the long run it's worth it, and especially right now in my case, like last night I had to set the table up as well, the countertop or whatever, which doesn't take long. It's just it's not set up all the time, and then having to take it back down again if there's a chance of rain or whatever until I get it finished or decide that I'm not worried about it. So it all takes time, but even like taking short videos like that and then editing them and trying to get it all out in the same day. A lot of people that do edit their videos and whatnot, they don't do it all at the same time. But I need to stop saying but. So Like the editing program I have is usually really easy to just stitch a bunch of videos together. However, if you're trying to cut something out or whatever, and there was a couple spots in last night's videos, both of them, where the time space between them was way too long. So I took them into the editing program and narrowed them down. Well, I don't know. I don't always remember which part to edit out. And I'll think I'm editing the part out, and I edit out everything else instead. So, I think last night I hit on a new way to get it accomplished. So instead of trying to load all the videos up and then cut a piece out of just one of them, I just load up the ones that I want to cut the parts out that I want, and save that. And then go in, and if I'm taking a piece out of the middle, I'll go back in and take another piece out and save that. And then hopefully when I go to put everything together, I put them in the right order. So, but, like I said, that takes a whole lot more time than setting up to cook or setting up the table. And the same thing with being out there to do any of my art or whatever. I mean, first of all, it's nice to be outside to get the fresh air that's out there, especially this time of the year. And I've actually got room that I can set up. I can set up in other areas of the yard as well, now that I can be outside and breathing. But it's just as simple to set that up, as long as it's a big enough space for what I want to do. Anyhow. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoy doing videos most of the time. Other times, I get a little frustrated and aggravated when things don't go quite the way I want. And then there's times, like, instead of trying to use my phone, I'll think, I'll just download this onto the PC and use that program. And then, for whatever reason, the downloads want to take 3 hours from my phone to the PC. Some days it's I can download, transfer 45 videos from my phone to the PC, and it's done in 10 or 15 minutes. Other times it's like 8 videos and they want to do 3 hours. It's like, no way. What is going on here? Whoa. Glad that stone didn't chip my windshield. Oh. Anyhow. Hopefully I've got everything to make it through the night. I should have everything. I think I've got everything in bags here in the truck if I really want to mess with it. So I need to go through a couple of these bags. I don't remember what all's in them. I may have time to do that. Time and space to do that tonight. Once the monsters are in bed. Whoa, people, what the heck? I almost tail-ended that car. There's a car up here doing like 30 mile an hour climbing the bridge. I get it. There's vehicles that don't do it, but usually not a newer car like that. So I don't know what that was all about. Dude just slammed on his brakes. Or lady, whatever, that car just slammed on their brakes. Whoever's driving that car just slammed on the brakes. Kind of thinking what a pretty view that is. My daughter, son-in-law, and the one grandbrother are up in North Carolina right now, sending back pictures of the Blue Ridge, along the Blue Ridge Parkway, and they've got a house up on the side of the mountain that they rented for the weekend, or whatever, a couple days. Because the grandkids was off school for Thursday, Friday. He doesn't go back until Tuesday. So they decided to make an outing of it. And because it's not usual for kids to be out on that stretch, it's easier to find rental places and everything else. But anyway, some of the pictures they've been sending back are just phenomenal. And even better than that, the kid has put down his electronics. He's always got something in his hand, whether it's a game thing, what do they call it, a Switch, or his tablet, or his phone. We used to call the TV the electronic babysitter. Now you just hand the kid a tablet. It's even more addicting. They want the tablet in the car. Instead of watching the scenery, they miss a lot of what's going on in life because their face is buried in that screen. Adults are just as guilty of it. You'll see people, walk into water fountains or into sign poles because they're paying more attention to their phone screen than they are to what's going on around them. In a way, I can kind of understand that. I'm hoping this thing's still running. Yeah, it seems to be. And I've mentioned this before. I'm probably as bad, maybe not quite, but when you're getting ready to go to bed at night or whatever, and you happen on one of the shorts or a reel or something like that, and you start flicking through. We're back to now it's a swipe instead of the flicker, but they used to call motion pictures the flickers when they first started coming out because they flickered a lot. And it seems like we do that now, but it's more of a swipe. But you can get hooked 15 seconds at a time. It's like, all right, what's the next one? All right, what's the next one? Or not even think what's the next one. You go to shut it off and accidentally bump it up to the next one. And then you're stuck back in that cycle again. Luckily, I forced myself out of that last night. Um, I was actually in bed, lights off, and hunting for the Sandman by 6 o'clock, knowing that I had to be up at 2, or had my alarm set at 2. And ordinarily, I only get maybe 3 hours worth of sleep, sometimes 4, before I have to get up and use the bathroom. Well, to the best of my knowledge, I did not get up last night or this morning or whatever until it was like 5 minutes to 1. So I got at least 6 hours, maybe 7 hours of sleep. Then it felt like I was standing in the bathroom for 20 minutes because I was full. I know, too much information, right? But got back in and laid back down again for 45 minutes until the alarm went off. Then I got up and made coffee and got online to check for correspondence, responses, whatever. And end up in the swipes. And don't remember half of what I watched. But realized all of a sudden, oh my God, it's almost 3 o'clock. I need to get out of here. I had most of my stuff put together. So it was just grab and go, but still. Anyway, we'll get over here. See what I'm going to make for dinner. I've got an idea. Hopefully I'll have a video on that out this evening. If it turns out, I'm not going to make any promises. Now, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Does she have what I requested? I was teasing her the other night. I never know, what I'm actually going to end up making, because even when I put in a request, she gets something that's totally different than what I asked for, or if not totally different enough that it changes. Like, you ask for burrito tortillas, and you get street tacos. Instead of a 10 or 11-inch tortilla, you get a 4-inch. It changes the whole thing. Whether it's, you're not making a burrito now, you're making a taco. So what's the difference? Not a whole lot, but enough in my mind anyway. Or, just the little things like you just have to roll with the punches, Hamburger was too expensive, so I got ground turkey. Okay, I can work with that. It's going to be a little different. Anyway, this looks like the last turn. So let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me on any social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Swatchy, y'all. Bye-bye.